Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastakar, Namaskar to all the listeners. This is Attorney Shah Peerally. I hope you can hear me properly. Vidika, please let me know if you can hear me properly. So we are here today. It's January 23rd to 2020. They said put 2020 now, and we're going to talk about immigration. So many things are happening, of course, and today we had this issue now with Iran and for those who are from there. So before I start, anything I'm going to tell you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. So I hope you can hear me properly. Again, I'm just asking that. So I am going to talk a little bit about today that announcement from the U.S. government that nationals from Iran will no longer be eligible for the treaty visa, which is the E2 visa. As you know, the E2 visa are for investors for certain countries of the world, and Iran was among them. But now they are actually removing that. So it's going to be, well, I don't know what the purpose really of that, because at the end of the day, the money was coming to the U.S. as investors, and now we're going to lose that. So I don't know what is the purpose of that move, but again, in their infinite wisdom, they are doing things that none of us are really understanding, unfortunately. But this is one of the news, and today we're going to talk a little bit about H1B and things like that. And I'm having some kind of echo, but I hope you can hear me properly. So we're going to talk about H1B, but feel free also to call us at the studio line 510-657-1170, 510-657-1170, and if you want to do a private consultation, the number to our office 510-742-5887. 510-742-5887. So feel free to call. If you have any questions on immigration, I can answer. I'll be glad to answer. Just to let you know, we are seeing the same problems again and again. Again, I know you're hearing a little bit of an echo, but hopefully it will go away. But we are talking about immigration today. It's Attorney Shah Peerally. I'm live. It's January 23rd, 2020, and so many things are happening right now, like I said, on the immigration front. And this year, the system of H1B, by the way, is going to be different. There will be a system where people can pre-register and first, and then once they get, they have to pay $10 fee. If you get pre-registered, then you can file at any time. So let me take one caller. Hopefully he can hear me. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, hi Shah. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Raghav. I have a question for you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Currently, I'm working for a company A and recently got laid off. I have two offers from company B and C, and both are doing my H1 transfer. I'm planning to join company B as I have to, kind of secure my status. But once my company C visa gets approved, will I be able to join them after joining company B?
Well, you have two transfers going on. So you want to know if you join C, you can go back to B. That's your question?
Yeah. Either way, I join company B and then later just want to move to company C. Will I be able to do it?
Yes. Yeah, this is a very good question. I get that all the time. It's called an election. So you can elect which one you want to move to. As long as the petition is still valid, you can move there. But just be careful if you don't have an agreement with the company when they prepared your H1B. They might request that you pay maybe the attorney fees or something like that. But immigration-wise, you're free. You can join either B or C. Okay?
Okay. But so once I join B and then I can join C, that should be fine, right?
Exactly. As long as the transfer was filed during your grace period, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck to you. Very, very interesting questions. A lot of people have this situation. They get laid off and they get two offers, and both has filed a transfer. As long as the transfer was filed as a transfer under Section AC 21, Section 105B, which means basically you can start working on the receipt. You can pick either B or C to work for them. Let's say, for example, C gets approved. You can always work with B and the receipt and things like that. So hopefully you can hear me properly, Vidika. I forgot to say Vidika is on the board with me today. Thank you so much. And as I was saying, I think there's a little echo in there. I don't know. I can hear an echo from there, but hopefully things will get better as we go because we're using a different system today. So hopefully that works. So again, you can call if you have any questions. 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. This is Attorney Shah Peerally from the Shah Peerally Law Group, and we were talking a little bit about the H-1B. As you know, the H-1B now will have a new system. I think they will implement that as from March 1st, and they will be having a pre-selection, which is good like that. At least if you pre-selected, you can always file the H-1B at a later stage. For example, let's say you get pre-selected in April, you can even file it around September because you're already in the margin. So you don't want to wait the last minute, but you can always do that. And again, the number to the studio today is 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. You don't have to call only on the topic we're discussing today. You can call on anything immigration, including family petitions, adjustment of status, asylum, you name it. Wherever we can help you, we'll be glad to help you. Now, we were talking earlier about the issue that we have with Iran, and unfortunately things are we're going to see a lot of those things happening in the near future because once the election is finished, if the same government continues, we are going to see a lot more strict rules coming up, and already we are seeing a lot of cases of denials based on even on the people's first of all, a specialty occupation, the famous specialty occupation. We used to use experts to basically prove the specialty occupation, and now more and more we are seeing USCIS coming back and saying that those experts are not good, which I seriously see not as a great thing because these are experts, and there was a memo before, as far as I remember. I don't have the precise date where they say they should not question an expert, but now they are doing it, and since it was just a memo, an internal thing, they changed it. So be ready for that if you are dealing with a case, especially if your degree is not in that field. For example, let's say you are a mechanical engineer and you're filing and you have experience as a software engineer. They will ask you a lot of questions and you need to explain that. And also what we are seeing, low salary cases are getting more difficulties in getting approval. These are not really exact science, what I'm saying here, but this is something I've noticed. So be very careful on the wage level, whichever you are using. So again, ladies and gentlemen, Vidika, I hope you can hear me properly. The number is 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170, the number to the studio. And this is Attorney Shah Peerally from the Shah Peerally Law Group. And we were discussing earlier about the new H-1B, and the new H-1B system will have the pre-selection, as we say. So get ready, talk to your lawyer, start preparing the paperwork, and let's do the pre-selection, and then we can move on to filing the case itself. And if you're a company or an individual, you need help, feel free to call our office, 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. Now, let us talk a little bit about the visa bulletin, because a lot of people always ask me, what do you think will happen? I think I mentioned that last week, but I am going to go again on it. The visa bulletin is moving as a as a turtle for EB2, unfortunately. However, having said that, there are a few things that I think will happen. Number one, EB2 India is going to probably have a jump this year, hopefully before October, but I'm pretty not sure. I cannot say I'm sure. I can say that there is a chance that we are going to see a jump to 2010, maybe first month of 2010, around October. But the hope we have is that there will be no retrogression, and I don't think there will be retrogression because a lot of people moved to EB3. That's why you saw a block kind of EB3 stop. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Attorney Shah Peerally from the Shah Peerally Law Group. For those who don't know us, you can check our website, peerallylaw.com or attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And today I'm talking about different issues. Of course, I will always kind of mix it, and I always let my callers guide us if they have anything specific. And since the caller earlier talked about the transfer, I'm going to talk a little bit about the H1B transfer and what is a transfer. First of all, a transfer is basically moving your H1B from company A to company B or company C, and it requires two things. Number one, you have to be cap exempt, of course, which you are. So you're asking USCIS to move that cap exemption from company A to company B. And number two, you're asking USCIS to move your I-94 from company A to company B. So whenever you have this kind of situation, this means that you are actually doing a transfer. But a transfer can only be done if you're in status or you are in a grace period. Once you pass that time of the grace period, let's say you are terminated, you have that 60 days. Once you pass that, you can still move your H1B from company A to company B, but you are eligible only to do the first part, which is moving the cap exemption. That means when the case is approved, you won't get an I-94. In order to get your I-94, you will have to leave the country and come back. Then you will get your I-94. But the advantage of doing a transfer rather than a new employment cap exempt is the two things. Number one, you don't have to leave the country. And number two, you can start working on the receipt, and which is not possible if you are doing the consular processing. So I highly recommend that if you know you're going to get terminated or something is going on, try to start finding a company to move, because without this, you will be stuck and you will lose pretty much your chance of getting it inside the U.S. Although a lot of people, as soon as it's approved, they go for their stamping, they come back without any problem. Now, the thing is that many people also don't want to go for stamping. The reason for that is, as you know, going for stamping of an H1B now has become a huge hurdle. It has become a nightmare sometimes because a lot of people are getting stuck under 221G, or they are seeing themselves in a situation where they don't really have anything they can explain to the USCIS. Although they have explained everything to, not USCIS, the State Department, because the USCIS has approved the case, but the State Department is saying no, which is the US Consulate, we don't agree with this. You have to still prove this and that. So it's something that is happening. So be careful on that. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air. Hello.
Hello. Hey, hi Shah. I have one question related to Dropbox option for H1B stamping.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
My question is, like, I have gone through all those checklists on their website, but in that there's nothing mentioned that if you have changed your employer and your visa has expired within 1 year, so can we do the Dropbox option?
No, if you change employer, it's a material change. Usually they won't give you Dropbox. Even if they allow you Dropbox, when you try to get it, they will shift the case to an interview. it has to be no change. Then it's just like, for example, let's say you work for company XYZ, you file an extension, that extension got approved, you're going for stamping, that is eligible for Dropbox. Now, I have seen cases where people who change employer still got Dropbox, but that's very rare.
Okay.
Okay, so get ready
Okay.
for an interview just to be on the safe side. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. This is another interesting question. The Dropbox. The Dropbox was something that was set, I think, under Obama time. It helped a lot of people kind of streamline the whole system because, as you know, especially for India, you have such a huge volume of applications that the Dropbox really helped a lot of people and actually helped the government too because things move really fast. But unfortunately, lately it has been really kind of something which many people have. Many people they are eligible for Dropbox, and then when they go, they get another email or something that they have to come for an interview. So be ready for that anyway. So having said that, again, this is Attorney Shah Peerally, and I have Vidika with me on the board and helping me today hosting the show. And I really appreciate your help, Vidika. I cannot say it enough. You always punctual, always make things easy for me. So I really appreciate that. And also, we were talking a little bit about H-1B transfer. The advantage of the H-1B transfer versus doing a consular processing, which is called a new employment cap exam. You will want to transfer all the time as much as possible. So if you are within the 60 days and you get a job offer, I highly recommend you take it as much as, of course, it has to be a good job offer or something reasonable. Take it, don't just let it go, because if you pass the 60 days, then you will be in a different ball game, and there are additional issues that will come up. So now, let's talk a little bit about another visa, an alternative to the H-1B, because a lot of people are telling me we didn't get to the H-1B. One of the alternatives is the O-1 visa. The O-1 visa, we talked about that when Sharif was here, and I'll hopefully talk about that next week. But I'm just telling people you might qualify for it without even knowing it. So please give us a call. We will assess your O1 visa, 510-7425-887. And the great thing with the O1 visa, if you qualify for that, there's a chance also we can get you an EB1, although you don't need an O1 to get an EB1 or vice versa, but it's pretty much you have a lot of things that we can use there. So look into an O1, don't just give up on it, because there are many people. I had a client actually, he wrote a beautiful review for us when he called me for something else, and I found out he's eligible for an O1. So because his H1B didn't go through, he didn't make it through the lottery last year, but then he was still on his student visa, so we just applied for the O1. He got the O1 now. He's working on the O1. So I highly recommend that you actually get a good situation, a good take on the situation, because what happens, we are in a times when a lot of people don't know they have options. For example, if you are born in countries like Pakistan or some other countries, unfortunately now Iran doesn't have it, you might also be eligible for E1 or E2 visa. The E1 visa are intra-transferee, a bit like the L1, except it doesn't require all the elements of an L1. So you might be eligible for that if your country is a treaty country, because I know a lot of people listening to the show, they're not for, unfortunately this doesn't exist for India, but it exists for Pakistan and Egypt and countries like that, Europe. So please check if you have an option on that. The other options, of course, is the L1 visa. There's L1A and L1B. L1A are for intra-transferees of employees. These are for not employees. L1A is for executives or managers, high-level managers of the company. So you can always look into that. If you worked abroad for the past 3 years or for 1 year, you might be eligible to get your L1 visa, and that will save you time instead of waiting on the H1B. Now, there are other visas also might be available. For example, J1. We don't really handle J1, and we don't really recommend it because it has a lot of strings attached to it. But they are available. And also look into a straight green card. For example, we have a lot of people who were born outside India or outside uh, or their spouse are born in another country, then they are eligible to do a straight green card, or they are born in a country which is under the general quota. For example, Nepal, Tibet, we have all those countries, pretty much everything except India and China and Mexico. You are eligible to file a straight green card. You don't have to be an H1B or an O1 or something to file for the green card. And what I'm talking about here is the perm labor certification plus the I-140 and then of course the I-45 adjustment of status. Now, let me talk a little bit about this perm labor certification, and the lines are still open. You can call on anything immigration 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. This is attorney Shah Peerally, and we are live today. It's January 23rd, 2020. So feel free to call if you're hearing this show another day. That means it's a recorded show. As I mentioned, you are eligible to file a straight green card, and there is the labor certification system, and also you can go to national trust waiver, for example, sometimes, and also of course EB1A, which we have discussed extensively when Sharif was here a few weeks ago. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a very crucial time. You should look into other avenues because the H1B itself is becoming a hassle. Lots of people have been on H1B for years, some of them 15 years, and then suddenly they file for an extension or a transfer, they get a denial, and they don't understand why. Well, because the whole system has changed, and because of course we don't have a pro-immigration government right now. So all those things are really need to be factored in when you're doing something. A lot of people call me and say, "Oh, my friend got it." Hey, when you ask them when this happened under the Obama time, oh, they get it now, but also you have to understand that there's an element of the officer who's looking at it. So if you get a nice officer, you have a big chance of getting things moving. Do we have a caller, Vedika? This is Shah Peerally, you're live in air? Okay. No. Okay. I'm so sorry for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call again 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. This is the number to the studio. Feel free to call if you have any questions regarding immigration, including family petitions, including adjustment of status, including U visa, you name it. We can help you. And now let me talk a little bit about the labor certification process, because I get a lot of questions on that. The labor certification process, also known as PERM now, has been there since 2005. I remember I was among the first lawyers to file them in 2005, and the news is that it was taking only like 24 hours sometimes to get them approved. Let me take a call and then we'll talk more about that. This is Shah Peerally, you're live in air. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Shah Peerally, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question. So I recently got approved my I-140 from my Washington location, but I moved to Bay Area, and my company is doing I-140, I guess the perm application again based on the location change. Is it fine? I have two questions. Is it fine? Is it okay if I can move to a different company? Another question is, do I need to spend minimum 6 months after I-140 approval to move to a new company?
Okay, very good question. Let me answer one by one. Number one, you have a pending amendment right now, right? Do you have a pending amendment? Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
The amendment is completed. H1B amendment, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's already completed.
Oh, it's completed. So you already approved, right? Hello? Okay. So I don't know if I lost the call. Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's not a problem then. Yes, you can transfer, but your next question is the I-140. Do you have to stay 6 months? That's not the rule. You have to stay 6 months. The only thing that the rule says is after 6 months, the company cannot revoke your I-140. But logic tells us if you leave the company before 6 months, there's a chance they will withdraw the I-140. So that's the reason that it is recommended after you get it to stick to that company for 6 months so that you don't lose the I-140, because that I-140 becomes what we call an umbilical cord sometimes. You need it down the road to file extensions, transfers once you pass 6 years. And if you move to another company, the other company might take their sweet time to get your I-140. So that I-140 is very important. So the answer is yes, but not for the reason the way you're saying it. You don't have to stay with them. The rule just says after 6 months they cannot revoke the I-140. So in order to really kind of protect that I-140, most people will stay for 6 months and then move. Okay. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you, Shah Peerally. It answered my question.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good luck to you. So feel free to, this is another interesting point that a lot of people want to know, because that I-140 after 6 years is indispensable. That means you cannot do without it to do any extension, any transfers, or even for H4EAD for your spouse. So, well, they're always for the H4EAD if you pass 6 years, but bottom line, it's easier to have the I-140. So if you have an I-140, I highly recommend that you don't leave until you 6 months, because that will probably, then while you're working with a company, they probably will not revoke your I-140, and once they pass 6 months, then they cannot revoke it. But having said that, that doesn't mean you can easily go and send a letter to the USCIS after the 6 months. The I-140 value is still there, but not value, I don't know how to really put it, but the face value of it is still there, but you cannot get a green card unless you, even if you go back to the company who filed for you, because they already pretty much renounced the responsibility of the I-140. So it's very important that you know that, because if the company sends a letter saying, hey, we don't want that person, even if it has the 6 months, the effect, that's the word I was looking for, the effect of the I-140, using it for H-1B extension, using it for H-4EAD is still there, using it for priority date is still there. However, you cannot really use it to get a green card, because at this point the company has already renounced it, because you cannot take that. Let's say, for example, you want to go back to the company A, and the I-140 has been withdrawn, you won't be able to get the green card to that. They'll have to start over. So now I was talking a little bit about the perm labor certification. And again, ladies and gentlemen, today is January 23rd, 2020, and we are doing the show live on Radio Zindagi. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. And the number to the studio today is 510-657-1170. 510-657-1170. And also we were talking about the issue of the perm labor certification. Not the issue, but the perm labor certification. It's the process of getting the green card, right? I was saying that the perm started in 2005. It requires a recruitment process. Before 2005, the system was different. You will file it, you will wait, and it was filed, I think, with the State Workforce Agency, not with the Department of Labor, and it will take years and years, and you can even correct it in the middle, change it, etc., etc. But then in 2005, the whole thing was changed, streamlined to the perm labor certification. Now, what happens? You have to do the recruitment, and if you are a professional, then the recruitment you have to do a several recruitment. Do we have a caller, Venika? That's what you said. This is Shah Peerally, 11 a.m. Okay, no. So, oh, there's a caller. Let me take the caller. This is Shah Peerally, 11 a.m.
Hello there.
Hello. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. I have a question. I just filed a I-130 for my spouse. So how long do you think it's gonna take? Because I heard it's taking a longer time.
Okay, what are you a citizen or a green card holder?
A green card holder, yes.
It doesn't take that long actually, because right now I think the dates are still current. So it's unless the date retrogress, it's taking around 8 months to 1 year to get processed. Well, the I-130 will take around 6 months, and then the case will be sent. She's in India, right?
I mean, we both are here in the United States.
Then you are eligible to file an adjustment of status for her. Did you file that?
Yes, I-485. You mean, right?
Yes, I-485. Yeah, it will take. You will get an interview probably in the next 2-3 months. You're located in the Bay Area, San Francisco area.
Yes,
okay.
Bay Area.
So yeah, that's the delay because they're overwhelmed here. So you should get an appointment in the next maybe. When did you file it? You said.
On August 2019.
August 2019. So we are we are 5 months right now. No, not even 5 months. 4 months. 5 months, right? So yeah, you're still okay. So you should get an interview in 2-3 months. Okay. And then after that, if everything is good, then 1 month later.
And how about the EAD? Like I also filed 765.
Yes. Yeah, I-765. Yes, the work permit. Yes, go ahead.
Work permit, yes.
Yeah. So did you get the work permit?
I haven't got it yet.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. If you make mistakes or something, or they have an RFE issued, you need to check online if they have not issued an RFE.
Yeah, I mean, I check every day. You know, it has not been updated yet. You know, so.
Okay. So one thing is that since it is August, it's 5 months. I will recommend that you talk to a congressman and see if they can at least unclog your work permit. You can just go online, say, find my congressman, call them, tell them you applied in August. You have not even gotten the work permit for your wife. Can you please help? Usually they will be able to unclog it and get her work permit at least. But for the interview itself, that you should get it within 2-3 months. Okay?
Okay. So for the work permit, I need to call the USCIS?
No. Call a congressman, a politician. Alright. So go online, find my congressman. Check if you're a senator or a House representative, one of them. Try to see which one is closest to you. Give them a call and ask them if they can intervene and get the case expedited. Okay?
Okay. Right? I'll do that. Okay.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello?
Hi.
Hello? You're live.
I have a question about my green card status. My status is showing me that it is waiting to schedule for an appointment, but it has been more than a month, like around 1.5 months. So I was just waiting, like how much time does it normally take?
Yeah, it all depends how much work they have. Are you located in San Francisco or what? Where are you located?
In Bay Area.
Bay Area, okay. So it is it is taking 2-3 months after they do that before they call you for the interview. So don't really panic on that. Just go ahead and make sure that it is a system of you don't have control over this part because it depends how busy are the officers who are working on your case. So hopefully you should within 2-3 months you get the appointment when you see that. Okay? So it's still 1 month, so you wait another couple of more months, then you can give them a call and find out what's happening. Okay?
Okay, and is it also possible that I will get my green card without the interview also? Because I have seen some cases here, they They also told
Yeah.
me that they were waiting for the appointment, but then they got the green card without it.
Yeah, it does happen. It's very rare, but it does happen.
Oh, okay. So you said 2 to 3 months it takes.
Yeah, it takes 2 to 3 months because they are very overwhelmed in the Bay Area. That's the problem. That's why everything is delayed. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller, Vidika. This is Shah Peerally. You are 11 here.
Hi, thanks for taking the call. My question is related to H4 EAD. Currently, I'm at 140. I applied for my extension. It's going on. I got full-time offer in another company. My question is, once my current H1 got approved on H4 EAD, so do you need to file for my wife as well for H4 extension? I mean the transfer.
Well, yeah, if you have not, because I would recommend. Why did you not file it together?
Yeah, we filed together. So my question is, once the current is approved, then I go with the new company. I got the offer,
yes.
But my lawyer told to wait till my current extension is approved.
Okay. Yeah, you can. You don't have to wait. Only thing you have to do, if you move to another company, file another H4 for your wife. That's all. You don't even have to file the EAD. But yeah, it's always safer to first get the approval like that. At least she's safe. But it's not necessary. You just have to file another H4 for her and just attach the same EAD to it. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And if you need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. 510-742-5887. This is Attorney Shah Peerally from the Shah Peerally Law Group, and we are live today. It's January 23rd, 2020. And again, if you need help or something is kind of not clear, or you want a second opinion, feel free to reach out. We can help you also prepare your paperwork, H4 EAD, marriage petitions, parents petitions, asylum, U visa, H1B, L1, EB1, you name it. As much as we can help, we will help. So I was talking earlier about the perm labor certification. The perm labor certification, after you do the recruitment, there's some time you have to wait usually. Or before you even do that, you have to also do a prevailing wage assessment with the state workforce agency. Once you get that, you start the ad, etc. And then last step is to file, right? Then that takes already like 4 or 5 months to reach the step of filing. Once it's filed, like now, we are hearing some cases are getting approved within 2 months, some 4 or 5 months. So once this is approved, then you go with your I-140. The I-140 can be filed premium, although the application for the perm labor certification itself, that is not what I mean is for the labor certification is not premium, but the I-140 is premium. Now, if your dates are current, you can actually bring a priority date, or if you're born in outside India or China, you might be able just to file your adjustment of status together with the I-140. So all these this is the process of the labor certification, and the first step takes around 8 months total, sometimes, or not total, but up to a year. And the second step, the I-140, goes pretty fast. If it is done properly and the premium within 2-3 weeks, you will get an answer. And of course, if you're eligible, your dates are current, you can file for an adjustment of status. So these are things that are very people just take for granted, but they don't know really how it works. So it is important, if you're filing, for example, under the perm, that you don't have any relation with the company. When I mean relation, means blood relation, for example. That can become a problem. Although there are ways to go around that through business necessity, it's not a good idea to have your cousin, for example, file for your perm. So be careful on that. Now, the other thing you can do also with perm is for future employment, right? You can file it and with another company, even not working there. However, there's a caveat. The caveat is that they have to prove their ability to pay. That means they have to show profit because you're not working there. So it's important that you hire a good attorney to handle that. We have done a lot of perms. In fact, I was telling you I was among the first lawyers who filed perm in 2005. And I've been very, very successful with it. I even had chances to teach few lawyers about it at that time. So it is something very interesting. So you should consider that. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shift gear. We're going to talk a little bit about the other area of law that we practice is debt settlement. This is a very interesting concept that many people don't know about, and they just get panicky and they want to file bankruptcy. You don't always want to have a bankruptcy because it's not really healthy on your credit, but at the same time, it is a situation that is very important to negotiate this debt and to get you out of this debt. And this is what we do. We do a debt settlement. A debt settlement is basically getting the loan or the creditors off your back, and you pay just a little bit. For example, you might owe $10,000. They might allow you to get out for $2,000. We have one caller. Let me take one caller and then we'll finish. But just to let you know, if you need help, 510-742-5887. We can help with credit cards. We can help with second mortgages sometimes and other things, even lawsuits. If you got the lawsuits against you, you want us to settle that because otherwise they will start garnishing your paycheck, etc., etc. So be careful. Let me take one last caller, Vidika, and then I think Amit is here. This is Shah Peerally. You'll have an ear.
Good morning, Mr. Shah Peerally. Thank you for taking my call, and it's always a pleasure to hear you give very good insight into the immigration matters. A quick question on internship for a startup is we have a startup. In fact, we are talking to an intern who wants a letter to give to his university regarding employment, which is like a non-paid internship. So I was curious if you have any insight into these internship for immigration purpose. Is this going to be an issue for us, or it's not going to be an issue for us? Thank you.
Okay, but this is a good question. Don't hang up because there is some issue on that on state level, not in immigration sometimes. For you, usually if they're working for you, no problem. You give them a letter of recommendation. Usually people who are on OPT, etc., first year they can use that. But the issue is, I think, at the state level, there is a law, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I have to double check, where a private company cannot really take volunteer interns. They have to pay them. So unless you are like a non-profit, then they allow you that. So just be careful on this side. So that might be yours. Apart from that, there's no liability really in the company if they're taking some interns and basically they're working for free. But you just need to be careful on that. But there's no problem on immigration side for you. But there might be problem for the person who's working. If it is a STEM OPT, for example, you cannot do free internship or things like that. Okay?
Oh, okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your kind words. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to thank you all. I don't know if Amit will be there, otherwise we'll continue. But if in case he's here, I just wanted to say that anything I told you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. And the number to our office, 510-742-5887. The website attorneyonair.com, or PeerallyLaw.com. So is Amit there? Amit, are you there?